I just collected my 18,205 Aster token for free. And those tokens goes around 1.15, 1.2, depending the minutes you're looking at. So we have around $21,663 for free. Now, I'm gonna do it again, and I'm gonna show you why I think this is the biggest opportunity in crypto, because we are less than 1,000 people to do it properly. Now, I do not expect you to have the same result as I did. Actually, this is not financial advice. I'm just gonna describe and show you exactly what I do and how I did it. Why, in my opinion, it's the biggest opportunity in crypto? Well, because it does not matter if the price goes up or down, just for the collection of the airdrop, but we're going to see why in a minute later. And there's only few things in crypto that do not care if the price goes up or down. There are exchanges. For example, Binance, which has now the fourth biggest coin in the world. But you also know Coinbase, which is one of the biggest exchanges. And those guys, they make money no matter what. If the market goes up, if the market goes down, because they take a fee every time on each of those transactions. That's where most of the money is made in crypto. And everyone is forced to use it. You cannot make money or trade crypto without an exchange. Because how Coinbase and Binance make their money is mostly with people doing leverage or doing some spot trading. And they take a small cut every time, right? So now we have a new generation, and that happened after the crash of FTX, which are the perp DEX. So what is it? You may have used in the past Uniswap, an easy way to exchange a token with another one. They go on 24/7 every day of the year, and everyone can build on it. The problem is when we do this, we exchange from one to one. We cannot take a leverage. That means if I have a capital and then I would like to take more risk, I am not able. And the leverage, that's what it does. So you have a leverage that you can go from 1 to 100, for example, here. Aster is the one I farmed, and I'm still going to farm it a bit. I will put all the links and the tutorials in the description. So for example, with Aster, what I was doing every day is put a long on it. For example, boom, I'm going to long Bitcoin here, and then I will short on another exchange. Now, this element is going to be important, and we're going to go on it later. If you cannot understand this, maybe this opportunity is not for you. We remember the part here, we want something that is not crowded. And for that, we need to be early or to have something that is a bit harder, that people will give up easily. But the basic thing to understand is we went from an economy when we had to use centralized exchange all the time. Everyone remember in 2015 to 2019, everyone was using Binance and Co. They choose who listed, they choose what was the price. It was quite opaque, and then we didn't have any information. Then we had more decentralized exchange, particularly with the DeFi summer in 2022, where everyone could swap any assets really fast, and then we had a new way to launch coins. But now we have this one, which is perp DEX, and that's like the next level of the economy. That's where most of your money is traded on all the different markets. I'm going to close this one at a profit just for the sake of it. Boom. Okay. That's it. And perpetuals, as you can see, can move very fast, which if you do day trading, you're going to go towards that. And that's a really big market. A lot of people are doing this. So that's why perp DEX are the next big thing. And then that's where we want to get it. We want to go into perp DEX and, oh, abracadabra, it's Halloween, nothing under. So how to get it? I'm going to show you. Because now that I farm Aster, there's still another airdrop coming out. Even with my test account that I show you here, where I just placed few trades, I still made 63 Aster. And I was not even doing it every day. For the third season of Aster, it's quite simple. You need to make some trades. If you hold some Aster token, you have less trading fees. You need to be part of a good team. We have one of the best teams with the max bonus. And they want to reward high quality trading with spot, including symbol boosters. They're here in spot. You can see all the different coins, and sometimes they will have a symbol booster. Now, how to do this properly, because you don't want to burn yourself by trying to do leverage trading and getting burned. The new platform I started to farm on is called Paradex. I will put a link in the description because with the code HANDSOME, you will get a discount on the fees and you're going to get more points and probably a way bigger airdrop. So why I started to go on that one? Because not many people are on this one. And what I like about it is that this exchange was launched by Paradigm, which is one of the biggest liquidity provider in the crypto space. They work with all the big exchanges, all the big institutions, and they launch it themselves, which means that there are no other VCs or whoever that's going to be here to take my allocation of tokens. And that's a really important point. I know how to be early because on Hyperliquid, you see that I was ranked 1,600. Hyperliquid happened to be one of the biggest airdrop we ever saw. And their coin is now top 21. Before that, it was at like almost $50. Now it's at $35. When it got launched, it was at $4. That's the kind of opportunity you want to go on. And Hyperliquid, same. It was self-funded by some market makers. Once you are on Paradex and then that you put some money in, what you can do is put, for example, a short on a Bitcoin here. Let's say on Aster, you do the opposite trade. And at the end of the day, you just rebalance between your two wallets. Otherwise, and that's an option that is easier with Paradex, is you go into the vault section. And here you can just put money into their liquidity provider vault because this is going to make money for you without having to do anything. If you check, is it risky or not? Well, the vault is mostly always up. It had a little bit of moment down here and there. But then if you zoom out enough, the returns are around 20% per year. And I believe it can be more at some point, the more people are going to start to trade on it. So that's where I put a part of my money. And then you have the other vault. I could do a video in details, but it's like kind of some ETFs here and then the user vault that I'm not using right now. But with those vaults, I get my capital to trade automatically. And then the cool thing about Paradex is that you have 0 fees. And then you'll be thinking, well, Antoine, it doesn't make sense. You tell me I can farm an airdrop, make potentially 20K to 6 figures, and on top of that, there is no fees. It doesn't make sense. Yes, it doesn't make sense because they flip the problem and how it works. When you are on exchanges, they make money not only by charging you a fees, they also make money with the market making because when you place an order to say, I want to buy 1 Bitcoin, well, they need to match you with a seller, but maybe there's no seller that's the exact amount. And then it's going to place tons of mini minor orders in between, which is what we call market making. And Paradex, because they are a liquidity provider, they do similar to Robinhood, where you don't pay any fees, is because they're going to route this to their market makers, and the market makers is the one paying the fee for you. You see, I already have a quite big volume just because I place some trades and then I go with like really big leverage, 50x, for example, open and close. If you want to have deeper videos around this and then the other airdrops that I found, you can join the Investors Boardroom. It's my free community. You just have to click the link below. You're going to get amazing courses that normally people pay thousands of dollars for it. Plus, you will get access to my 60-day live stream replay where I turn $100 into more than $100,000 and a bunch of other stuff. And if you want to know more about Paradex, well, check out this video. But even you're going to have to do that every day. I know. Takes 5 to 15 minutes max. You have to not forget one thing. Otherwise, it could cause you trouble. Stay handsome. Ciao.